Welcome back, my boys and girls. So today we're going to be discussing a few things that have gone on this week. So it's been a crazy week for sure. A lot of interesting information, news stories, and I have touched on quite a few of them. And I figured with all these news stories and extra information coming out on them, instead of doing individual videos for each topic, why not just do a recap update video today, April 15th, 2018. So today we're going to be talking about RetroPie 4.4 being released. We're going to be talking about some new information with AtGames with the Sega Genesis Mega Drive Mini Classic Edition. And then we're also going to be discussing Billy Mitchell's statement he just made concerning him being banned and, whatnot. So let's go ahead and get this party started. So first up, RetroPie 4.4 has been released. Pretty sweet stuff. So they have added support for the new Pi 3B Plus board. So pretty much the new images that they are using are Raspbian Stretch based. Raspbian Jessie is no longer receiving firmware or kernel updates, so they state, hey, this had to happen, and the timing is pretty good with the new board being out. So definitely some awesome news. There's a lot of new additions and updates with this new version of RetroPie, and just a handful of the ones that I find interesting are that they have incorporated initial support for the Tinker board. It's source only, so there's also only been very limited testing with that, so I have to keep that in mind. There's a lot more work to be done with the Tinker board and RetroPie. A lot of people have been excited about that. Another new addition or update would be the RetroArch has been updated to version 1.7.1. Definitely welcome. And then ScumVM has been updated to version 2.0. This fixes some controller issues and adds some compatibility for some games. And I know a lot of you guys out there are really interested in ScumVM, so that's definitely exciting news for a lot of people. Another thing, Emulation Station's got some improvements and tweaks and additions, including kiosk mode, and then they also fixed X-Arcade 2 joystick to, kind of tidy up some issues with that. So definitely some interesting news with RetroPie 4.4. I will have a link in the description so you can get all the information, download the base image to start over. They highly recommend that's what you do. Get that base image and start from scratch, because if you try to update on top of the old version, you can still run into some issues. Some people have, some people haven't. Highly recommend just start from scratch. Definitely what I'm going to be doing. Next up, AtGames. Oh my God, AtGames. So FES 2018, the Sega Fest in Japan, just happened a handful of days ago, and there was some interesting news. They talked about, new Sakura Wars, Sega Ages for the Nintendo Switch, the Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive Mini, and Shenmue 1 and 2 HD. All pretty interesting, nothing necessarily amazing to me. Shenmue 1 and 2 I'm getting more and more hyped about the more I think about it. But the thing a lot of people were talking about, and was one of the more interesting things, was the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive Mini Classic Edition, whatever the hell they're going to call it, right? So we had already been hearing news that Sega of Japan was wanting to bring AtGames into their market and release products there. So I think a lot of people initially thought, okay, the flashback consoles, that kind of thing. Well, shortly after FES 2018, AtGames tweeted out that the rumors are true, that, the Sega Mini is coming out and they are involved. It will be using their technology. So a bunch of us, not all of us, but a bunch of us, were extremely disappointed. We're like, what the hell, man? AtGames has not been known for the best products, the most quality products. They're just pretty much have been garbage, in my opinion. You don't have to share my opinion. I think they've been garbage, and I've owned a ton of their products, for purpose of review or just purpose of just messing around with them. But I've spent my hard-earned money on that garbage, and I've been very disappointed. So it was very sad news indeed to hear that they were being involved. Now, the day after, AtGames removed that tweet. Why? Why did they remove that tweet? Sega pissed off. There was a ton of backlash about this. If you read the comments on that tweet, it was overwhelmingly negative. People were just pissed. They were upset that AtGames was being involved with this. And, I don't blame anyone. It was very disappointing. You hear about this new product, and you're like, man, this is going to sit nice next to my SNES and NES Classic Editions, some official products, high quality products. These are going to sit pretty right next to those on my shelf, on my entertainment center, whatever you want to do with them. So, now, they removed their tweet. Why? Well, is there more to the story than we even know? So I do have some sources that have not given me any particular information, but have stated, more than likely, there is more to this story that can't really be discussed yet. Not necessarily about the tweet, but more so with the US and possibly other territories' release of this product. So is this going to be an AtGames system after all? Is it going to be handled by another company in the US? Is it going to be a partnership with AtGames, Sega, and someone else? That's a strong possibility. There's a lot of speculation going on right now, and hopefully we'll hear something soon. So if I get any new information concerning this product and concerning the US release, we will definitely be talking about it in as much depth as possible. I'm excited and interested to find out what this product is going to wind up being. And it just seems strange with this, AtGames removing that tweet. It could be nothing. Could be nothing. But like people have told me, and you know who you are. You know who you are, man. There's more likely more to the story than we know. And I can't wait to find out. Can't wait to hear more. Hopefully it's for the best, because overwhelmingly it has been negative, and my take on it has been very negative. But I'm the kind of person, you can change that. I even said in my video, and I probably shouldn't have stated it this way, that hey, it could be the most amazing device, and if it's put out by AtGames, it's just going to be garbage anyway. I don't care, I'm done with them. I kind of wish I didn't say it that way, because anything is possible. They could deliver a quality ass product, and I could stop calling them ass games. It could be put out by another company. It could be a partnership with people who know what's up, AtGames and Sega, who knows. Too early to tell for sure. Definitely excited to find out, and I will save my final judgment for when I have the product in my hands. Because yes, if it is in fact released in the US, I will have it in my hands, and I will be reviewing it for you guys and being very honest and open and truthful about it. That's what we do here. I share my opinions, I share facts, I share unbiased views on things. And hey, yes, I was very harsh with AtGames, and I don't take that necessarily back, because I do judge companies based on their previous, outings, their previous products, their track record. And AtGames to me has not been great. So hey, it is what it is. So moving forward, Billy Mitchell makes his statement at the Midwest Gaming Classic. So pretty interesting little statement. I don't think it necessarily says much. I don't think he really put out much of anything, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at his statement.
Hi, I'm Billy Mitchell. We're here at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I'm here with Old School Gamer magazine. I've been asked to address things that are recently in the media. The fact of the matter is, now there is a true professional due diligence being done to investigate things that happened as far as 35 years ago in a professional manner, not in a shock jock mentality designed to create hits. We will show that everything that has been done, everything was done professionally, according to the rules, according to the scoreboard, the integrity that was set up, not 2014 forward by the current regime, who wants to reach back 35 years. Everything will be transparent. Everything will be available. I wish I had it in my hands right now. I wish I could hand it to you. But it's taken a considerable amount of time. Witnesses, documents, everything will be made available to you. Nothing will be withheld. You absolutely have my commitment to that. We've been at this since 1982, and it's not going to stop now.
So there you go. What do you think? You know, professional manner, they're going to investigate his accomplishments, be very transparent, everything will be available. Wishes he could show everything now, but he can't because it's taken a considerable amount of time to put everything together. What is this? What is this nonsense? I mean, in all honesty, what is really going on with Billy Mitchell? I don't wish any ill will on the guy or any harm. You know, I do have some respect for him and what he has done and what he currently does do. And I did state that in my previous video about him. You know, I do love the fact that he is deeply into retro gaming as far as keeping, you know, stuff alive, you know, preserving the history behind arcade games and stuff like that. I can definitely appreciate that. And he's a damn good gamer. But with all this controversy, investigations with his scores being, you know, him cheating to accomplish these scores, it has annoyed a lot of people. You know, a lot of people base their opinions on him off of the King of Kong movie and the way he was portrayed in that documentary. You know, fair, not fair. I do hope the best for the guy, but I'm baffled by the statement he put out. He doesn't really address anything in particular. He takes a jab at Twin Galaxies, or at least, you know, the current Twin Galaxies, you know, with his statement about, you know, 2014 and forward. So it's like, when is this going to end? When is there going to be complete closure? As far as a lot of people are concerned, they already have closure. He's done. He's been proven to have cheated with those scores. Everything's been wiped. You know, if you agree with it or not, everything has been removed. He's been banned from Twin Galaxies. It's just the way it is. So there is closure for a lot of people, but Billy Mitchell is not letting it go. He's not done. Supposedly he has information pertaining to exactly what? He wasn't very specific in the statement, now was he? I'm very curious to see what he's got to say. I hope this can just end as soon as possible and everybody can move forward. But hey, whatever new information comes out, I'll share it with you guys, give you my take and opinion, if that's what you want to hear anyway. Not everybody on my channel is interested in Billy Mitchell news, which is why I didn't really do videos on it throughout the whole process and investigation and all the craziness. But we'll just have to wait and see what he's got up his sleeves, you know. So I do appreciate you guys stopping in. Smash that like button, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. It means the world to me. If you want to support this channel, I do have a Patreon, and that is also greatly appreciated. It helps me to continue doing what I do, and you can show support, little as $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you are comfortable with. And every month we do some awesome giveaways. And this month, no different. We've got a Nintendo Switch we're giving away and a handful of other awesome items. Every month, patrons are entered into this giveaway. Pretty sweet. But if you can't, that's cool too. Just at least smash that like button, drop a comment down below. Really do appreciate all that. So thank you guys. And with that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Boom.